When I showed up for my first compassion-focused therapy workshop with Professor Paul Gilbert, I mistakenly thought that we were going to spend 3 days talking about how to be nicer, kinder to each other, and maybe even ourselves. What happened during that first morning was a revelation. "We all have tricky brains," he said in his Derbyshire way. Let me tell you what he means and what this has to do with compassion. Compassion-focused therapy, or CFT, is an evolutionary-based approach, and CFT begins with developing insight and understanding of our human brains that have evolved over millions of years, designed for us, not by us. We have all sorts of old brain motives, emotions, and behavioural urges. Motives such as threat protection, reproduction, competition, and care. Emotions such as anger, anxiety, sadness, and joy. And behavioural urges such as fight, flight, freeze, appease, courting, and nurturing. But humans also developed certain new brain functions as well. We can imagine, remember, plan ahead, learn from experience, take others' perspectives, and be aware of ourselves in space and time and in interaction with the group. All powerful stuff. The problem is evolution focuses on survival and reproduction, not happiness. And from a CFT point of view, one source of our suffering is our tricky brains, the difficult motives, emotions, and behavioural urges of the old brain, and the way the functions of our new brains get us all caught up in distressing loops of the mind. Fearful imagining, regret and rumination, perfectionism, procrastination, self-consciousness, self-criticism, the list goes on. All of these are a result of our tricky brains and distressing old brain, new brain loops. My Labrador Bruno doesn't go through loops of the mind. He doesn't regret his past or worry about his future. He doesn't criticise himself for aspects of his appearance or fret over whether I like him or love him. But we humans do. I wish that hadn't happened. What if this does happen? You idiot, you are so this and that. So that first morning of that first CFT workshop with Professor Paul Gilbert surprised me in a way. Evolution has given us tricky brains and tricky bodies, and a lot of our suffering comes from all that. It's not our fault, but CFT goes on to work out ways to help us manage all of that.